Good day, everyone. In our previous lectures, we have been looking about how we can develop various interactions in Unity for virtual reality, how we can develop an entire virtual reality world in Unity. One of the primary uses of virtual reality in our current COVID world is developing walkthroughs. So think about having a walkthrough through an entire new house which you are going to buy or which you want to design, or having a walkthrough through any places or even for tourism. Instead of going to a place, you can transport yourself through virtual reality to that place and have an entire feel of how the place looks like, what are the various locations, key points, and so on. Our current chapter focuses on how do you create 360 degrees walkthrough for in VR in Unity. We'll first start by creating a simple 360-degree movie in Unity for virtual reality. So let's begin our journey by first creating a simple virtual reality movie. Let's understand first what is this 360 degrees VR movie. So let me start by giving you an understanding of that. So this is a simple roller coaster. This is a simple amazing roller coaster ride you can see. So just to give you an idea of how it is, so you can see this is an entire 360-degree movie which has been there present in YouTube, and this is what you will be precisely creating. So this is how you're getting an entire experience of your VR or your roller coaster. So if you put on a VR goggle with this entire video, it is giving an amazing experience of having actually in the roller coaster. So that's the whole idea. So as it says, you can move around, and this one also uses an entire cardboard to actually actually show the entire experience. So what are the various uses of 360-degree VR video? First, it is used for creating walkthroughs. As I talked about, you can create a walkthrough of a park, of an apartment, and various things. You can create advertisements. It can be an advertisement for any new products or an experiential advertisement. So I have looked at various advertisements which are now being developed in virtual reality because they give a better experience of what the product is. It can be an immersive display experience. So for example, if you are launching a new car, if any company is launching a new car, you can have an entire immersive experience designed for the new car so the person at home can experience the new car right at sitting at home. So this is how the power of VR is actually happening. You can see videos, so immersive videos, where as you saw over here in your roller coaster, you can have videos which is showcasing the Jurassic World and various other things. Live events. So a lot of now, because of this scenario where we are at home, a lot of live events are happening actually in VR. So for example, a recent convocation by IIT Bombay, which was entirely in VR, which was using virtual reality. So that's how live events are actually changing, where it's going from more physical to more virtual. And virtual reality is actually playing a major role in creating these events. And finally, filmmaking. So you can create an entire film which can show a documentary of an entire palace or a museum and various things. So the power of 360-degree VR video is a lot, and there is a lot of demand for these kind of applications also. So let's create a simple 360-degree VR image experience using Unity first to begin with, to get an understanding of how actually it works. So to begin with, I have created a new project for VR in my current scenario. So I have a main camera and a directional light. Okay. So for my current scenario, I'll be removing the directional light because I do not want the directional light from this affecting my 360-degree image experience. So I'll be removing it. Okay. Now I have added the Google VR folder to the current project. So this is, as we said, we'll be using it a lot for our current scenario. So, and the main camera, I'm shifting it to the origin. And as we discussed earlier, it's all on a camera rig. So we are, or your head, let's see the head, and I'm transferring the head. So I'm putting the main camera on the camera rig. So this is my head and this is my eyes. So I am first adding the emulator, which is my VR emulator, and then adding my event system. Finally, I'm adding my reticle pointer to simulate my cornea. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm adding the physics raycaster over here to emulate the eyes on my which are interacting with it. So once now everything is done, I will add a couple of files from my desktop actually over here. Let me add the files over here. Give me one moment to find this file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add two 360-degree images. So one is of the FIFA World Cup. So let's get an overview of the entire FIFA World Cup and one more image just for the understanding. I'll be adding a shader. These files I'll be sharing with you definitely, and one of the scripts. So this is an overall view of how I'll be adding. Now, just for our entire purpose, I have put the game view right next to it. I have my camera over here in front of me. And what I'll be doing is I'll be adding a quad right in front of me just to give it a fade in and fade out effect for my 360-degree image experience. Let me add a 3D quad in front of it. And what I'll be doing is I'll be just moving my quad a little bit ahead. So this is my quad. I moved it a little bit ahead so that it gives this kind of, and I'll be increasing the size of it so that it shows a big quad. So this is my entire quad. Now I want to make it a transparent quad because I want to give it a fade in and fade out effect. So I do not want this black structure in front of me. I want to give it. So I'll be creating first a material. Create a material. So let's say which is a fader, and I'll give it a sprite kind of property because it's ideally for a sprite. I'll be creating a default, and what I'll be doing is I'll be selecting black, and I'll be adding it over here. So you see, it's like a transparent material sitting over there. So this is what it does exactly. So this is what it does. So let me start do that next. Let me create a sphere. So what will happen is we are going to put our entire 360-degree image on this sphere. And when you go inside the sphere, it will feel as if the world around you is a 360-degree view. So let me show that. So I'll be adding a sphere first. So create 3D object sphere. Let me make sure it's at the center. And let me create a sphere material. So, but look at this step very closely. So I'm creating a sphere material. And what I'm doing is I'm changing the shader to the inside out. Remember, I had copy pasted this inside out shader. So I'm using this inside out shader for my entire experience. And I'm assigning it. So it should look something like this over here. And just to give it a huge view, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of the sphere to say I made a huge sphere around. And became too huge. So let me just reduce it. So you see now my entire sphere. Now what I want to do is just take this image and put it onto my sphere. So you see how it wraps around. So it's now wrapped around my entire 360-degree sphere. So my person or my camera is at the center, my head is at the center, and I'm looking around. So let's play and see whether it actually comes out to be that way. So let's play. Now you see that your entire world, you are at the center of it, and you can see the 360-degree image right now. So as if you are at the center and the entire VR experience is happening around you. So I have done this with a simple stationary image. The same thing can be done by adding an equirectangular video also. So currently I do not have an equirectangular video, but if you Google and if you find an equirectangular video, you can just drag and drop the video on this following the same steps, and you will feel as if it's a 3D VR experience that is going around you. So try it out, students. So try it out whether it's happening and let us know. So if you need any help, please do reach out to us. Thank you very much.